Verdansk ranked is sweatier than ever, and if you're not running one of these 5 loadouts, you're falling behind. Whether you're dropping 20 bombs or grinding to Eerie, these setups will give you the edge. So the Krig still received a bullet velocity buff, and this is the #1 assault rifle that you want to be using. It does it all. Now, I do recommend to run Gunfighter, but we will be showing you a 5 attachment build as well. For the optic, I'm a big 3X. It gives you recoil control, and obviously you can see farther, which will allow you to laser people across the map. For the muzzle, even though compensator helps with recoil control and you feel like it needs it, monolithic suppressor is just the way to go, because when you pop up on the radar, it allows you to get third-partied easier and people just know your location, which is never a good thing. Plus, it gives you damage range and bullet velocity. For the barrel, we're going game twist barrel, baby. We want maximum bullet velocity. That way your bullet reg is better, especially at range. On the underbarrel, vertical foregrip, huge boost to horizontal recoil control, which is always something you want. Magazine, extended mags 2. You want a lot of ammo, especially when fighting multiple people. For the rear grip, we're going to go with the good old ergonomic. Now, with omni movement and sliding in Black Ops 6 or Warzone, you're going to want to use ergonomic for that reason. For the stock, there's 2 things you can use, either infiltrator stock or if you want to use combat stock. Now, the reason you want this is because the aim walking movement speed, aka the strafing, is very, very effective to win gunfights, and obviously you get flinch resistance, which is pretty nice. And we're going to be skipping the laser. And since we put a monolithic suppressor, we're actually going to go with recoil springs to get a little bit extra boost of recoil control, because this gun has a little bit of a kick. Now, you could flip this around if you wanted to maybe have a little bit more recoil control. You can put over pressured and put compensator as well. This will make it shoot a little bit straighter, but you lose the no suppressor, which I prefer it, and I think it will give you more SR. Now, if we try really quickly in the fire range, you're going to notice this thing is a laser. It doesn't really move much. Time to kill was incredible. And I mean, look at this range. Easy. Now, in terms of a 5 attachment build, very self-explanatory. We're going to keep the first 5 if you wanted to use the Krig with overkill. So take off recoil springs, combat stop, ergonomic, and we're just going to rock these 5. And that is all you need. Next up, we're going to be talking about the LC10, a brand new weapon that they added in the Season 4 update. Now, this thing is meta. Absolutely shreds. For the muzzle, we're going to go straight up compensator muzzle for the boost to recoil control. For the barrel, we're going to rock reinforced barrel. Now, this actually changes the iron sight, which makes it easier to shoot. Of course, getting damage range and bullet velocity. For the underbarrel, we're going to go Ranger foregrip. You don't need vertical on the LC10. It has very low recoil to begin with. For the magazine, I prefer extended mag 1. I just feel like the reload's still quick, and 45 bullets is enough to take out usually 2 people. But if you want a little bit extra ammo, you can run extended mags 2. We're going to run 1. For the rear grip, ergonomic grip is going to be the go-to for SMGs. For the stock, now there's a couple options. You can go with infiltrator stock or balanced stock. Now, I do like the pairing up with Ranger and balanced stock. The movement speed feels insane. For the laser, we're going to go with target laser just to help with the aim walking steadiness. Of course, for the fire mods, we're going to be rocking over pressure. Now, this is a gunfighter build, but this thing is a beast. As you can see really quickly, very low recoil. TTK feels incredible. Handling and movement speed is super fast. You are sleeping on this boy. And of course, if you want to build just a 5 attachment because you want to rock overkill, for the barrel, we're going to go straight up reinforced barrel. We're going to be skipping the muzzle because it doesn't need a lot of recoil control. We're going to go Ranger foregrip for the underbarrel, magazine, extended mag 1, rear grip, ergonomic grip, and stock, balanced stock. And of course, it's still going to be really good even with 5 attachments, which I'll show you guys really quickly. Still low recoil control, still very good. OP. For meta loadout number 3, we're going to be talking about the SWAT 556, aka the Growl. Now, this gun is insane, especially with the kilo getting nerfed. For the optic, you can run the Volshkovsky Reflex, or if you want a little bit more range like I like it, I like to rock the Willis 3X, and you're going to see I like that one a lot. Fire mods, you got to make sure you put on the Growl conversion because that is what you're going to be using, the Growl version of it. For the muzzle, we're going to monolithic suppressors. Just such a good attachment, especially in rank play. Obviously, you can rock a barrel, so you're going to skip that. For the underbarrel, we're going to rock a vertical foregrip. Just the best attachment, especially on any ranged weapon. For the magazine, full auto extended mags gives you huge recoil boost, plus the 50 bullets. Rear grip, we're going ergonomic. Yes, sir. I just absolutely love this attachment. I would recommend quick draw sometimes on maybe a gun that has very slow ADS, but ergonomic is just the way to go. For the stock, I'm a very big fan of combat stock on ARs, or you can run infiltrator stock, but for this one, we're going to run combat stock. And now since we can't run a barrel, well, you kind of have to run a laser. You don't have to because some people don't like that you can see the laser. But if you wanted to, you could put a laser and then put the target laser on. That's going to give you a nice boost to aim walking steadiness, which obviously when you're strafing is really nice to have. It's going to allow you to shoot straighter. Here's going to be the ground action. As you can see, doesn't move at all. Shoots very fast. Time to kill is incredible. Has a lot of range. And you're going to notice this cunt is meta. For the SWAT though, I don't really recommend you not running a gunfighter, aka a 5 attachment build. But if you did want to do that, I would say take off the sight for sure. Then you're going to want to take out the laser. And then now you got to choose between these attachments. I would just take off the stock. This is probably the build I would run. We're moving on for the number 4 meta gun, the Ladra. Competes with the C9 very well. TTK incredible. Obviously a newer SMG. And we're going to be showing you the gunfighter build first. So we're going to be rocking a compensator build because the recoil control is needed on this weapon compared to the C9. For the barrel, we're going to be rocking a long barrel. And I'll tell you why in a second. But obviously, it's going to extend the damage range a little bit farther. For the underbarrel, we're going to be rocking Ranger foregrip. It doesn't really feel like it has as bad as horizontal compared to the C9. So you can get away with Ranger. For the magazine, you can either rock extended mag 1, 55 bullets, still pretty good. But even then, it shoots so fast, it feels like you need extended mags 2 sometimes. So really up to you to make that choice. I'm just going to go with extended mag 1. For the rear grip, we're going to go with the ergonomic grip. Yes, yes, yes. And then for the stock, now you have a couple options again, right? We can run balanced stock, but I'm such a big fan of infiltrator stock. And the SMG movement speed is already pretty good. And you're going to be running around with your knife most of the time either way. Now, since you have a spot for the laser, we're going to actually run the target laser for the aim walking steadiness. Obviously really good. Again, when you're strafing, it helps with the recoil control, with the steadiness. And then for the fire mods, since we have good recoil control, we have long barrel on. We're going to want a little bit of bullet velocity. So instead of putting recoil springs, we're actually going to put over pressured. And this beast is absolutely insane. I'm going to show you really quickly. You can see the recoil control is pretty solid. It doesn't really move too much. And if you wanted even more recoil control, yes, you could put the vertical. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but this thing is a beast, has good recoil control, good range. I'll say the muzzle just flashes a lot. Now, when it comes to the 5 attachment build, this is what I would change. So I would take off compensator. I would actually put a reinforced barrel. I would make a Ranger to vertical foregrip. And then I would take off overpressure target laser, and it would look something like this. And even with these 5 attachments, it's still very effective and obviously gets the job done very easily. So you can see that vertical in play. It doesn't even move. And lastly, we got the C9. Now, this is paired up with the Ladra and the LC10, but even though it got a buff, the others are just better. So we're going to be showing you a gunfighter build first and then the 5 attachments. So for the gunfighter, we're going to be slapping a regular suppressor because you don't need any recoil control on this bad boy. For the barrel, we're going to be going reinforced barrel for damage range and bullet velocity. For the under barrel, we're going to be going vertical foregrip. Now, this is going to make this thing shoot like a laser. Another one you can use is Ranger foregrip. Gives you a little bit of movement speed, but I feel like the horizontal recoil is a little wonky, so I just prefer vertical. For the magazine, we're going to be going extended max 2. You want the 50 bullets because, again, you're fighting multiple players at once. For the rear grip, ergonomic grip is probably one of the best grips you can use in general, but also the best to use in SMGs. For the stock, now there's a couple choices you got here. You can run the balanced stock, which is like the most balanced, right? It gives a little bit of everything, but I personally really like infiltrator stock because it gives you a crazy strafe, which in 1v1 gunfights, it helps you win them so easily. Now, since we're not using an optic, we can use a laser and a fire mod. For the laser, if you are going to use one, I either recommend target laser because it helps a little bit with the aiming idle sway and aiming walking steadiness. Or you could also use this laser, which when you ADS, it does show, but the hip fire to ADS is really nice, which I do like this one a lot. And then for the fire mods, since it doesn't really feel like you need any recoil control, you can just run over pressured. Now, I'm going to show you really quickly in the fire range. This is a beast of a C9. And it doesn't really move. As you can see, it's a laser. Time to kill is good. Bullet reg is good. You can see the strafing speed right here. As I'm strafing back and forth, it's very fast. And it's just going to allow you to win easy gunfights. For the 5 attachment build, we're going to run it a little bit different. So we're just going to go straight to the barrel. And we're going to be putting reinforced barrel. For the under barrel, we're actually going to put vertical foregrip for the boost of horizontal, which we really want. For the magazine, extended max 2. Rear grip, we're going to run ergonomic. And the stock, we're going to rock infiltrator stock. And it's still going to feel absolutely incredible. I'm going to give you guys an honorable mention, aka 1 extra loadout. Make sure to drop a like for this. I think this is the best sniper in ranked play. Now, these attachments is going to be what you're going to rock. You got the monolith suppressor, gain twist barrel. Again, monolith suppressor for suppressor, gain twist barrel for boost to bullet velocity. We got marksman pad. I really like this one because it gives you that extra aim downside focus. You can always run a lightweight pad as well. People like that one. We got fast mags 1, reloads quicker, ADS is sprint to fire quicker. We got quick draw, ADS is quicker, heavy stock, huge boost to flinch resistance. Or if you want, you can run. Nah, that's my favorite one. We're going to rock target laser for the aim walking steadiness and aiming idle sway delay. Or if you want to run no laser, you can take it off, and over pressured. The best thing about this gun is, one, it's really good, but it also shoots fast. So in rank play, the sniper's not a one-shot kill unless they're weak, but you can shoot 2 bullets very quick, which is going to allow you to get knocks and obviously just crack people's plates, which is very nice. Thank you so much for watching the video today. You guys are now going to be dominating. So make sure to drop that like, subscribe to the channel, and we're going to be posting a lot of tips. Let's go.